Hello students. Today we are going to learn the second lesson in Class 8 NCERT reader, The Tsunami. On reading the title, you would have interpreted that the lesson deals with a natural disaster. Students, you know natural disasters are unforeseen, severe and immediate. They include cyclones, earthquakes, landslides, typhoons, ice storms, volcanoes, etc. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami, which occurred on 26th December, is one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. We can never forget the giant waves that killed almost 250,000 people in countries and islands surrounding the Indian Ocean. With an epicenter off the west coast of northern Sumatra in Indonesia, the megathrust undersea earthquake registered a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3. The sudden vertical rise of the seabed by several meters displaced massive volumes of water, resulting in a tsunami that struck the coast of the Indian Ocean. All of us are vulnerable to natural disasters, but every disaster teaches us a lesson. Public awareness and education are essential in protecting people and property. If people are aware, they can act bravely and save themselves as well as others at times of need. And above all, these kind of disasters teaches us to build our resilience. The lesson we are going to learn stresses upon these three key areas: courage, survival, and resilience during a natural calamity. The lesson is divided into three sections. In the first section, it's all about few stories of bravery and intelligence when the tsunami hit the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The first story is about Ignatius, the manager of a cooperative society in Kutchal. He was woken up by his wife at 6 a.m. in the morning. The family rushed out of the house sensing an earthquake. When the tremors stopped, they saw the sea rising. This caused them confusion and they ran but in opposite directions. The waves washed away his wife, two children, and in laws. His other children were saved because they were with him. The second story is of Sanjeev, the brave policeman. He managed to save himself, his wife, and daughter from the waves. But soon he heard the cries of help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. He jumped into the water to rescue her, but both were unfortunately washed away. The third story is of the 13-year-old Meghna, who was carried away by the giant waves along with her parents and 77 other people. She held on to a wooden door for 2 days. Though the relief helicopters flew overhead, they couldn't spot her. Finally, she was brought to the shore by a wave. The story of Almaz Javed, a 10-year-old student of a convent school in Port Blair, is a complete tragedy. Her family had gone to another island to celebrate Christmas. Alma's father was cautioned by the receding waves. He took his family to a safer place. However, her father and grandfather were swept away. Her mother and aunts were washed away too, along with the tree they were holding on to. Almaz climbed onto a log of wood. She later found herself in a hospital, completely traumatized because of the loss. The second section is a story from Thailand. The Smith family was celebrating Christmas at a beach resort. The water kept coming in on 26 December 2004. Tilly and her mother, Penny Smith, both saw the water swelling. The beach was getting smaller every moment, and they saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam. Tilly saw the sea making whirlpools. Her mother wasn't alarmed, but Tilly remembered the video shown by her geography teacher. Tilly knew it were signs of tsunami. She screamed and alerted her family. Many others left the beach along with them. Tilly's family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. Thus, her geography lesson saved her life as well as the life of 100 other people. The third part of the lesson focuses on the strange way in which the animals behaved at that time. While humans have lost their lives, wild and domestic animals sense the danger in time. Elephants ran for higher grounds. Dogs, birds, and zoo animals looked for safer places. At the Yala National Park in Sri Lanka, no dead bodies of animals were found except for 2 water buffaloes, whereas 60 visitors were washed away. Along the Kadalur coast in Tamil Nadu, many people perished, but animals were found unharmed. It was either animals possess a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake, or they have more acute hearing power. Students, you would have realized the importance of doing whatever possible to save human and animal life. You should be courageous enough to face any calamity. And most importantly, every teacher imparts you life lessons. Hence, be attentive in the class like Tilly Smith. Thank you.